girls, it's Miss Jamie. I'm so glad you're here to do virtual school with me again today. While we wait for all the friends to join us, let's sing Bicycle from Miss Nancy. Will you lay back and do your legs like a bicycle, or maybe move your hands like a bicycle? Let's sing together to start our day. Here's Miss Nancy.
This is Bicycle from The Seasons. Make sure you're lying down on the ground for this one with your feet in the air, or you can use your hands to go around and around. I'm riding on my bicycle, I'm riding on my bicycle, I'm riding on my bicycle all around the town. I'm riding on my bicycle, I'm riding on my bicycle, riding on my bicycle all around the town. My bike goes up and down, up and down, up and down, and up and down. I'm riding on my bicycle, I'm riding on my bicycle, I'm riding on my bicycle all around the town. My bike goes fast, and my bike goes slow. Go fast again. Fast, and my bike goes slow. I'm riding on my bicycle, I'm riding on my bicycle, riding on my bicycle all around the town. My bike goes twist and turn, twist and turn, twist and turn, and twist and turn. I'm riding on my bicycle, I'm riding on my bicycle, riding on my bicycle all around the town. My bike goes in and out, in and out, in and out, and in and out. I'm riding on my bicycle, riding on my bicycle, I'm riding on my bicycle all around the town. My bike has a bell and it goes ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. My bell goes ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. My bell goes ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. My bell goes ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. I am riding on my bicycle, I'm riding on my bicycle, riding on my bicycle all around the town.
Thank you so much, Miss Nancy. Let's wake up our friend Betsy Bird. Will you call her behind the easel? Okay, say it nice and loud. 1, 2, 3, say, Betsy, where are you? Betsy, are you back there? I think she is back there. Come on, Betsy. Hello, boys and girls. Hi, Betsy. Good morning. I'm so happy to see you. Let's sing hello to our friends, okay? Hello, friends. How are you? Will you sing hello to Betsy? Hello, Betsy. How are you? And will you sing hello to Miss Jamie? Hello, Miss Jamie. How are you? We're so glad to see you. Here, here. We're all here. Here, here. We're all here. Here, here. We're all here. We're all here together. Yay! Oh, I'm so happy to see you, friends. Betsy, this week we've been learning all about that big long word that means things that go. Do you remember the word that we're learning about this week? Things that go are called, it's a big word, say it, transportation. Did you say the word Transportation. Yes. And we learned about airplanes. And what else, Betsy? Trains. And what else? Oh, cars and trucks. You're right. And I'm going to lay you down because, Betsy, today we're going to be learning about another kind of transportation. The kind of transportation that moves people and things on the water. This kind of transportation is a boat. Yes, a boat is another kind of transportation that moves people and things across the water. You can't drive a car across the water. You can take a train, but only if the water is small. If it's big like an ocean, you can't take a train. You have to ride in a boat. You could take an airplane. You're right. You could take an airplane across the water. Sometimes boats are needed to move lots of goods from one country to another country, and they put them on a boat, on a cargo ship. Let me show you some pictures of different kinds of boats. There are lots of different kinds of boats, and I have pictures of 4 different kinds to show you. Have you seen a boat that looks like this? Do you know what it's called? It's a sailboat. Yes, you're right. And a sailboat has a long sail that goes up. The sail catches the wind and moves the boat across the lake, almost like a kite. This is called a sailboat. Have you ever seen a sailboat? They're beautiful sometimes. Here's another kind of boat. This one is called a rowboat, and there are lots of different kinds of rowboats. There are canoes and kayaks, and this is just a little rowboat. It doesn't have a motor, and the way you make it go is with an oar or a paddle. Do you see that? And they just row, row, row the boat. A rowboat is another kind of boat. Here's a third type of boat. Look how big this one is. This one is a cargo ship. That's the one I was telling you about. And it's full of the trucks that we see on the highway. This is the back of the truck. Look at them all piled up on there. They can fit all those trucks worth of goods on the cargo ship, and it goes across the ocean to take goods from one place to another place. Have you ever seen a big cargo ship? I don't see one very often. Sometimes if I'm driving near the beach, I've seen a big cargo ship. Have you ever seen a big cargo ship like that? And the last one I'm going to show you is a fancy kind of a boat with a fancy kind of a name. This one is called a yacht. Can you say yacht? Yachts are fancy boats that have bedrooms inside and kitchens, and sometimes people will take a yacht, like a vacation for a whole week. They could sleep on the yacht. I've never been on a yacht. Have you ever been on a yacht? That's a funny word, isn't it? Can you say it? Say yacht. It's kind of a silly word, but it means a big, expensive, fancy boat. Do you see this big, expensive, fancy boat? It has different stairs. Like there's one layer here where people can look out the window. They can go upstairs and look out another window. Look, it has all of these antennas. It probably has Wi-Fi, maybe even TV on the boat. Do you see that? That's much fancier than the rowboat that I showed you for number 2, isn't it? Look how fancy this boat is compared to this boat. All of these boats float on the water. They are things that go from one place to another place across the water. This week we're learning all about transportation, and today it's all about boats. I have a really cute story to read to you. My boat fell down. It's called Little Bear's Little Boat. Do you see Little Bear's Little Boat? And for this one, I'm going to tell you the story up here on the flannel board so that you can see it. Let me just just, can you see that? Nope, nope. Just like this. Wonderful. Little Bear's Little Boat by Eve Bunting. Here's Little Bear. You see Little Bear? Little Bear loved his little boat. Look, he can get right inside his little rowboat like this, and I'll even give him an oar or a paddle so he can move his boat. You see that? He rowed it all around Huckleberry Lake. See the lake, the blue lake? He fished from it. On sunny days, he lay back in it. Do you think I can lay him back like this? And he closed his eyes and dreamed. He was happy. When his mother called him in for bed, he pulled his little boat up to the shore. Come here, let's bring the boat up to the shore like this. Row, row, row. We'll put the oar right there in case he needs it again. Good night, little boat, he said. I'll see you tomorrow. And he always did. But then something happened. Little Bear began to grow and grow. He got bigger. Watch how he fits in the little boat here. Whoa, look, he almost doesn't fit into the little boat. And bigger. Whoa, he's so big for that boat. Soon he was not a little bear anymore. He was a big bear, and he didn't fit in his little boat. Do you see him toppling out of the little boat? He tried to sit in it as it bobbed on the lake, but he and the little boat both sank down to the bottom of the blue, blue water. Where are you, my big bear? Mother called. Big Bear and his little boat both sputtered up. Glug, glug, Big Bear said. You are too big a bear now to fit in that little boat, Mother said. It is a little bear's destiny to grow and grow till he is a big bear. It is a little boat's destiny to stay the same size. Oh, look, he feels sad because he doesn't fit in his little boat anymore. Big Bear was sad. I can't leave my little boat with no bear to sit in it, or fish from it, or dream in it, he said. It is a little boat's destiny to keep sailing on a blue, blue lake. He scratched his head. I know. I will find another little bear who will love my little boat the way I love it. Do you think he'll be able to find another little bear to go in his little boat? Big Bear walked around Huckleberry Lake. Have you seen any little bears anywhere? He asked Beaver. Not since you were a little bear yourself, Beaver said. Otter hadn't seen a little bear either. But Blue Heron had. One lives with his mother on the other side of the lake, he said. I saw him eating berries this very morning. So Little Bear walked around the lake again and found the little bear. Big Bear, I keep calling him Little Bear. Big Bear walked around the lake again and found the little bear. I have a little boat for you, Big Bear said, but there is one thing you should know. You will get bigger and bigger till you are a big bear. That is a little bear's destiny. The little bear listened carefully. The little boat will stay the same size because that is its destiny. When that happens, you must find another little bear to fit in the little boat because it's also a little boat's destiny to keep sailing on a blue, blue lake. Will you promise? I promise, said Little Bear. My book slid off the table. Oh, goodness. All summer long, Big Bear saw the little bear rowing the little boat around Huckleberry Lake. Let's put the little bear in there and give him his paddle. Here we go. And fishing from it. And on sunny days, Big Bear would stop what he was doing and watch the little bear as he lay back in the little boat. Do you remember how Big Bear used to do that when he was a little bear? Like this? Dreaming. Big Bear could tell that the little bear was happy. And Big Bear was happy too. Look, he's building a new boat. It's called Big Bear's Big Boat. This is a big book. Do you see how thick it is? It keeps falling off of the table because it's such a big book. Oh, do you like that story of Big Bear and Little Bear in the little boat? I like that one too. We're going to sing a song all about different kinds of boats. I showed you those pictures of the boats, and now we're going to sing a little song. This one is called a sailboat. Do you see the yellow polka dot sail like a kite? And the song goes like this. Have you ever seen a sailboat, a sailboat, a sailboat? Have you ever seen a sailboat sail this way and that? Can you move your hand like a sail? Sail this way and that way, sail that way and this way. Have you ever seen a sailboat sail this way and that? Have you ever seen a sailboat? I'll stick this right here. I might put my book down so it doesn't fall and make a big loud thump again. How about this one? This is the kind that Little Bear had, right? It's a rowboat. Can you row? Have you ever seen a rowboat, a rowboat, a rowboat? Have you ever seen a rowboat? Row this way and that. Let's go this way. Row this way and that way. Row that way and this way. Have you ever seen a rowboat? Row this way and that. Have you ever seen a rowboat? Ooh, this is a tricky one. This one is called a submarine. It goes under the water. It floats down and up. Have you ever seen a submarine? Let's sing this song. Have you ever seen a submarine, a submarine, a submarine? Have you ever seen a submarine float this way and that? Float this way and that way, float that way and this way. Have you ever seen a submarine float this way and that? Have you ever seen a submarine? And the last one is a big, big, big boat. It's almost like a hotel. It has so many rooms on it. Looks like a yacht, right? We're going to call this one a cruise ship. Have you ever seen a cruise ship, a cruise ship? A cruise ship. Have you ever seen a cruise ship cruise this way and that? Cruise this way and that way, cruise that way and this way. Have you ever seen a cruise ship cruise this way and that? Have you ever seen a cruise ship? I've seen one, but I've never been on a cruise ship. We've learned all about boats that travel on the water. They are transportation that goes on the water. I wonder if you could help me sort some of these pictures of different transportation, because we learned about some on Monday, some the next day. Every day we've learned about a different kind of transportation. And we can sort them into 3 groups. We can think, does that kind of transportation go up in the air by the clouds? Or does it move on the land, like on the road or the sidewalk? Or does it float on the water, on the sea? So the choices are air, land, sea. Can you say them for me? Ready? Say air, land, sea. Good. I'm going to show you some pictures of transportation, and then you have to shout out air or land or sea. Can you do that? Can you shout them out for me? I'll show you the picture and then you say it really loud and we'll put it up on the board in the right spot. Let's start with an easy one. This is a car. Does a car fly up in the air, land, or sea? Say it really loud. Land. Yes, you're right. Cars travel on the land. How about this one? It's a helicopter. Does it go air, land, or sea? Say it really loud. Air. Yes. Oh, you're so smart. Your brain is working overtime today. This is a boat called a canoe. Canoe. That's a funny word too. Does a canoe go on the air, land, or sea? Say it really loud. Sea. Yes, you're right. Ooh, you're good at these. All right, let's do them a little bit faster since you're so good. How about this one? It's a motorcycle. Does it go on the air, land, or sea? Say it. Land. Yes, you're right. Here comes another one. What about a rocket ship? The rocket ship can take astronauts up to the moon, out to outer space. Does it go on the air, land, or sea? Say it really loudly. Air. Yes. Oh, you're good at these. Okay, here comes another one. Sailboat. Does the sailboat go on the air, land, or sea? Say it. Sea. Yes, it floats on the lake or the ocean. You're right. Let's do a couple more. How about this one? A plane. Does it go on the air, land, or sea? Say it. Air. Yes. Oh, you're very good at sorting these. They're easy. Here's a tricky one. This is a balloon, a hot air balloon. We're going to do a poem about balloons tomorrow. Do you know where this one goes? Is it air, land, or sea? Yes, I can hear you shouting air. Good. What about a train? Does the train travel up in the air, on the land, or the sea? Where does the train go? Say it really loud. Land. Yes, you're right. You're right. You're right. How about this big ship? This looks like a cruise ship, doesn't it? Does it go in the air, land, or sea? Say it. Sea. Yes, you're right. You did such a good job sorting them. Air, land, sea. 2 kisses for your brain. 2 kisses. Good job. I have a song book for us to read to sort of finish our lesson and a really fun home project for you. So this is a song book. It's called Row, Row, Row Your Boat by Jane Cabrera. Do you know that song? Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Do you know that one? This is just like that song, but it has some silly verses. It's not always gently down the stream. Sometimes there are other animals in the stream where they're rowing. Can you see? Let's sing and read this book together. It's called Row, Row, Row Your Boat. Will you sing it with me? Row, row, row your boat by Jane Cabrera. Okay, sing with me if you know the words. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat slowly down the creek. If you see the swimming mice, look at them all, don't forget to squeak, eek! There are mice swimming in the stream. Row, row, row your boat, splish and splash and splutter. If you see the monkey swing, don't forget to chatter. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah, ooh, ooh, ah, ah. See the monkeys over the creek? Row, row, row your boat, post the old tree stump. If you see an elephant, don't forget to trump. With his trumpet, with his trunk. Oh no, what is this? A crocodile. Row, row, row your boat through the narrow gap. If you see a crocodile, don't forget to snap. I would not want to see a crocodile if I was in a little rowboat. Row, row, row your boat closer to the shore. If you see a lion smile, don't forget to roar. Roar! I don't think I'd like to see a lion either, or a tiger. Row, row, row your boat, watch the tiger prowl. If you see his mighty pounce, don't forget to growl. Can you growl like a tiger? Good growling. Row, row, row your boat beneath the sky so blue. If you see the singing doves, don't forget to coo. Coo, coo. Can you coo like a dove? Coo, coo. Good. Row, row, row your boat, now it's getting dark. If you see a mommy dog, don't forget to bark. Woof, woof. Can you bark like a dog? Woof, woof. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Warily, 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 warily. Snuggle up and dream. They're sleeping in their boat. You see them? Night, night. That was a long, busy day. And there's the music. In case you can play the piano or another instrument, you could play the song that goes with this book. Isn't that fun to imagine all of the different animals that are along the boat? I have a really fun home project for you. It's easy, but I need to slide the big, heavy water over. Hold on one second. This is heavy. I don't have a sink right here at school, at virtual school, but you should probably do this one near your sink. To do this project, we are going to make our own boat. And all you need is a sink or a tub full of water. This is my tub full of water so that you can see, because there's not a sink right here at school, right? And what we're going to do is use something that you have at your house to make your own boat. I'm going to use some aluminum foil. And it's so easy because if you make a mistake, you can just recycle it or throw it away and try to make your own boat. So I am going to tear off a piece. You might need to have a grown-up help you with this part because it's got a sharp edge on it. Tear off a piece of foil. And you can make a big boat or a little boat And to make a boat out of foil, we just fold it up. And we need to, if we just put it in like this, it would probably sink to the bottom, right? So I need to design my boat so that no water gets inside of my boat. So I'm gonna give my boat a little edge like this. I'm gonna fold it up. Maybe I'll put some edges over here because I don't want any water to get inside my boat. If water gets in the boat, then the people in the boat will go down to the bottom. So I'm going to just fold, and you might think of another design for your boat. You have to put on your thinking cap and be really creative. And we're just going to make a little boat. Do you see how I made mine? You can make yours any design you want. And I'm going to check to see if my little boat will float. Let's see. Does it float up on top of the water or does it sink down to the bottom? That one floats. I wonder if I could put some people inside my boat. Oh, I don't have any people. Where are my people? Here they are. I've got a little girl. Do you think she could ride in this boat? Let's see if it will sink. Row, row, row your boat gently down the sink. Be very careful. I don't want you to sink. That's silly. Maybe I'll put a sheep in my boat like this. Ooh. Do they keep floating? Can you design your own boat and see if it will float in some water in your sink or your tub? I would love to see a picture of the boat that you design. Will you share a picture with me? Well, boys and girls, it is already time for us to sing goodbye. Will you help me call Betsy back? On the count of 3, say, Betsy, come back. My people are still floating away. Do you see them over here? There they are. 1, 2, 3. Say, Betsy, come back. Hello, boys and girls. Oh, I loved learning about boats. Have you ever ridden on a boat? Betsy, you've never been on a boat, right? No, maybe someday I'll take you on a boat. Would you like to do that? It's time for us to sing goodbye. Will you sing goodbye too? Preschool time is over now, over now, over now. Preschool time is over now for another day. Wave goodbye to all of our friends, all of our friends, all of our friends. Wave goodbye to all of our friends. It's time to stay home and play. Hip, hip, hooray! And boys and girls, while you're reaching for your birdseed, remember that I've sent you a play pack. It has some songs and play ideas and things that you can do at home to extend the learning, all about boats. Do you have any birdseed for me? I love your birdseed. All right, throw it this way. 1, 2, 3. And now Betsy's gonna blow you a kiss. If you wanna catch it, hold your hand out like this. Ready? Catch it, stick it to your cheek, and give yourself a big hug from Miss Jamie and Betsy. We are so proud of you. You're a great kid. We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.